Hello everybody, welcome to OCHD and welcome to another Jumputi Heroes news video. Today we're going to take all the last few videos I made and the predictions and all the things I said we'd see, and we're going to scrunch them up and we are going to throw them in the bin. Because last night we got a new teaser and well, it wasn't what I expected. I've got to say, I mean, you guys know what I expected if you watch those videos. It wasn't this. We not only got another single character teaser. I was kind of expecting a multiple character teaser because I was expecting it to be the standard gacha, but it wasn't the standard gacha. It was a single character teaser of another limited. This is our third limited tease for this event, and it's a bit of a surprise. Now, I will say, I guess if I think about it now, it does make sense, because if you look at some of the biggest events of the year, I mean, we're talking half anniversaries. Those are the big boys. Those are the ones where they give out the most rewards. Those are the ones where they're most generous with tickets and other goodies. It's definitely the events that are the focal points of the year. But, as you will know if you play any gacha games, Christmas and New Year also tend to be pretty darn big. They tend to have some very nice goodies as well. And if you think about it, they have said they'll only release 2 Musos a year. So how do you go, alright, 1 Muso on the anniversary, 1 Muso on the half anniversary, but we still want to make New Year a big event. We want to make Christmas a big event. How do we do that? I suppose logically, releasing multiple limiteds does make sense. With Muso characters, part of why they can be so generous is because they're so darn expensive. So why not have more limiteds, which in total will be quite expensive, and then they can be more rewarding to the players. They can give the players more goodies, and then theoretically those rubies will filter straight back out because people will pull for these new limiteds. Whether that theory holds up, I suppose we will see. But I don't know, it's a surprise. So we know that Sasuke will be running for like 9 days. He's only here for like 9 days, which again, it's so strange. Like, we know there's a Naruto event next year, so why is this happening? I don't understand. Like, you could have just not put him in this event, had this as a standard 2 limited event, and then just add Sasuke next year. But not only have they done that, they have changed Sasuke's type to red. They have changed his kit, and he no longer counters the Raikage, which, I mean, he's red now, so he should be countering a green unit. Raikage should be yellow, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, the Raikage has been dropped from this event. That's what it looks like anyway. I imagine we will see him next year at some point. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it would sort of make sense, I think. And then in this event, he will be countering a new Naruto. Now, the stage they've shown us with this new Naruto, which again, it's the third like farmable Naruto. I know this is like the only like proper one, I guess. Probably the only one that's going to be like still decent and usable in the current meta and stuff. Sure, I guess. But it does feel a little bit like the only farmable Goku we've got came out in like the first week of the game, and then you want to add more farmable Narutos. Okay, sure, I guess. Now his stage, the one shown here, this stage is only for a costume. So where we'll get the actual version of the character, not sure yet. Might be a Transcendent class event, might be an Ultimate class event, might be something completely unrelated, but this Naruto stage is just for the costume for this Naruto, and we do know in fact there is a new Naruto, because he has a different title to all the Narutos we currently have. So I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing this. In terms of the theming, it's just gone. It's just gone. I don't know what it is anymore. I'm not even going to try and guess. We're just going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see what they announce. And the teasers we've got so far, to break them all down, we have the Sasuke, he counters the Naruto. We then have the other limited, the second limited, Kirizu Sensei in her popularity poll costume, who will be countering who? We don't know. Do we know when she's coming out? No. I assumed Christmas Day before. I have a feeling it might be a bit earlier, but I assume she will be at least active on Christmas Day. She will be available on Christmas Day, but possibly she launches 5 days earlier or something like that. Who she will counter? Possibly adult version of Nariyuki, possibly Nariyuki's father, possibly she'll counter her sister. There are options. It's also possible she counters someone completely unrelated. It wouldn't be the first time that a big series gets to counter another character from their series, and a smaller series gets a counter of just a completely random series, a completely random character. So we'll have to wait and see for her. And now the new tease we got last night, Hobaya Kawasena from Eyeshield 21. Now I'm saying that assuming, I mean, you could look at you could look at it, you can see from the silhouette it's him, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's another character. I'm not wrong, but maybe I'm wrong. We have to say this just in case we are wrong, I suppose. But yes, Hobaya Kawasena. I didn't expect it. Why didn't I expect it? Because Jumputi doesn't do sports series, really. Like, they just can't be bothered. So the last Eyeshield 21 content we got was 2 years ago? Congo Agon? I think it was about 2 years ago. It might have been a year and a... Was it 2 years? I think it was 2 years ago. I don't know. It was a long time ago. And, yeah, they just don't like sports series. Like, I thought... We got like the Prince of Tennis event next year. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Like 2 years in between sports feature festivals. That does sound about right. But no, we do have a new Sports Limited. Hobaya Kawasena from Eyeshield 21. One of my favourite series. For those of you unaware, it is a series that is made by a partnership of Inagaki, who is the writer for Dr. Stone, and Murata, who is the artist for One Punch Man. So, deadly duo who have created an absolutely amazing manga that I definitely recommend you should go and read. And yeah, I guess if we're gonna go logically, if we're gonna try and think about it seriously, the only way this series makes sense in this event is because Eyeshield 21 has a major plot point, a major moment in the story that is called the Christmas Bowl, and that is one of the final big moments of the manga. So, Christmas Bowl characters. Well, Senna's going to be one of them, obviously, but who's the other one? Well, the other one should be Takeru Yamato, who is the real Eyeshield 21, the quote-unquote real Eyeshield 21, the original Eyeshield 21. And yeah, it's cool to see him being added. If he does get in, if he's going to be a catastrophe class unit, like proper, and he's going to have his own costume and everything, I am down. Like, the only disappointing thing we've had so far with Eyeshield 21 content, other than there being not that much of it, is that Shin was added so early that we kind of need a V2 for him to be worth having. So it would be nice if they could maybe revisit that. But you know what? For now, Eyeshield 21 fans, we're taking what we can get. We're picking up the scraps off the floor. We will take what we can get. And as for the other stuff I predicted for this event, like possibly seeing Jinbei and you know, all that other stuff, yeah, I just don't know anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some One Piece. I don't know what to think for the next event either, because I know we're getting a dual unit, and it becomes a whole weird thing. I do wonder whether this is going to be like two sort of some events that have some kind of synergy in some way. Like obviously Christmas and New Year, there's a synergy there, but I mean, like, what if one of them's a Heroes event, one of them's a Dark Heroes event, or one of them is themed around like cold characters? I don't know if that really doesn't make any sense. And one of it's themed around warm characters, or like they're gonna fit together in some way. I feel like this is going to be really, really nice. A really good time to start the game if you haven't played the game before. And I'm going to try and make some videos that are sort of like little tidbits of info on how to get started and whatever, and just over the next few days and stuff, threaded in alongside our news coverage of this event, which we should get the full info in a couple of days. Tonight we should be seeing, I guess, the new standard gacha. I don't really know, but that's gonna do it for this quick little video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think we're gonna get revealed tonight. See you next time.